Good morning and happy Friday. That is a lie. It is Monday, not Friday. That should show you how our day has gone already. It is 9:03 a.m. and the day has gone, it's gone bad. I had this day perfectly planned out to the T. And nothing has happened correctly today due to no one's fault. It's part of business. Things sometimes just happen and you get the bad end of the stick, and that is today for us. So a little background. My wife and I have been out of town all of last week. We were in Nashville. We got home Saturday night, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Sunday, we were at the soccer field all day long watching one of my daughters play. She had a great tournament. They won the tournament. She had some amazing saves. She's a little keeper. So I really haven't had time to really decompress or rest at all after that vacation. So I am exhausted. I am tired. I'm a little bit off, a couple hours off of my schedule. But today, historically, Mondays are our busiest days. And Mondays, how we do on a Monday tells us how we are going to do for the rest of the week. Being that it's the last week of the month, I expect us to be pretty darn busy. The property I'm heading to right now is the Grow property you should have seen a video on by now, where I was walking around the hills, hunting, looking for this property and where it was at. I finally found it. I have ropes for climbing. I have safety harnesses. I have snake-proof biting sleeves for our legs. There's a lot of extra stuff I had to buy for this job just because it's not your typical terrain that you're working in, and I want to make sure my guys stay safe, right? So I was supposed to head out, get to the property, and begin laying out all the safety stuff. Once they finished their other two appointments, they were going to head out and meet me. Volume-wise of junk, we're not removing very much volume. It's very minimal on the volume we're removing, so they can come out with half a truck and we'd be more than fine. Here's where the issues came into play. When the guys got to the yard, they warmed up the ram, said they were hearing some weird noises, and when they went to kind of inspect everything, they saw a whole bunch of fluid sitting under the hood. So they FaceTime me. I look, I'm like, well, it is what it is. They jumped in the other truck, took that to the transfer station, and went to go head out to their first appointment, which I'm not sure if I mentioned. That was a full load, and then they had 2 more appointments after that. So that left us in a bind because the other Ram, the 2022 Ram, has been in the shop for 10 or 11 or 12 days by now, and I've had 0 update from them on that one, which I wasn't really too worried because we had the other truck. But now I have 1 truck in this shop, 1 truck that has to go to the shop, and essentially we're down to 1 truck, which is not good. We have a bunch of dumpsters out that needed to get picked up this evening. I have dumpsters going out tomorrow. I am in a bind. This job I'm heading to right now, obviously a couple hours later than anticipated. Obviously things are changing dramatically. We have some other appointments scheduled for later this afternoon because we planned that we would be done by a certain time, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with those. The best part of everything where we're going is there's no service, 0 cell reception. So I will pretty much be out of communication from my team, out of communication from my wife. I won't know when they're on their way. I won't know anything. And we're just gonna have to figure it out. So these are the frustrating things in business that happen, things that are 100% out of your control. Never once did I think that the 2024 Ram would be having issues right now, but it is. So we're stuck in a jam. I'm gonna head down there and I'm just gonna begin picking up all the irrigation lines, wrapping that up. My plan was to originally cut it all, but I think I'm just gonna wrap it up, tie it up into bundles. I brought trash bags. I have these bigger bags that we can throw everything in, and one of the guys from the top can pull it up and load the trucks. Worst case scenario, if my team can't make it out here, I will figure out how to get this done by myself. I'm in the van, obviously I'm not in the truck. So one way or another, I'll get it figured out, but business is fun, business is stressful. Business, most importantly, is unpredictable, and you have to be ready to pivot. You have to be ready with a plan B, C, D, E, F, all the way to Z, because you never know what's gonna happen. I would say my biggest stress right now is there's a lot that needs to be figured out with this other truck, when the other truck's coming back, if we have to get a rental or not, the dumpsters that need to be picked up today, the dumpsters that need to go out tomorrow. But I can't plan any of that or do any of that while I'm out here, since I have zero service. So maybe on one hand, it's better that I will be, you know, out of range from anything. On the other aspect of it, it's super stressful. So all right, so I'm out here. I'm getting ready to get started. As you can see, we're in the middle of nowhere, no cell reception, just dried brush. We're about to walk down this little ravine. Pretty much everything I need in my backpack right here, my little over-the-shoulder bag. I have these big, these are kind of like the Baxter's climbing rope. My plan was to try to attach the climbing rope to my van, but I was trying not to block the road, and I was able to drive off over there, so I don't think that's gonna work. But let's head back there. You can see where it's all trampled on already, where they were walking. Oh, these two, by the way. I feel like I'm in The Walking Dead. These are snake-proof sleeves. So out here we have a ton of snakes, lots of rattlesnakes, and they're not very expensive. I look like a fool. However, it's better than taking the chance of getting bit by something out here. So I'll look like a fool for that. But as you can see, everything's pretty trampled down. I might actually end up using this rock here to tie off the rope. I haven't actually walked back here. I just looked at it from the drone, so I'm not too sure how steep it is, but oh, here we go. Oh, it's not horrible. I may still set up. Yeah, I'm still going to set up the rope. My plan for the rope was to have the guys be able to pull everything up from down here. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I feel really good about this. All right, let me get a rope set up now, just in case. Yeah, let's get a rope set up. I'll be back. All right, I don't know if you could tell how steep that is or not. I was not planning on throwing up the climbing rope once I saw it, but I'm glad I did, because I almost ate crap. That entire bank is just like dust. As soon as I put my foot on it, I started to slide. So down here, the biggest issue that I foresee happening down here is there's a ton of bees, and I don't like bees at all. But if you could tell, every couple feet there's the wire circles where, you know, planter, I guess you can call it. Obvious trash and disruption. I'm going to start with getting all the irrigation line picked up. Then I'll go through and pull out the bagged pots and the little, gosh, chicken wire. Goodness, it's hot, man. Losing my train of thought. The chicken wire little pots where they were planting their pot. So definitely not your everyday junk removal, but it's within our wheelhouse, so why not? So here's what I'm doing. I brought electrical tape. I forgot it up at the van, and I don't really want to go up there. I brought some zip ties, so this will work. Basically, I'm wrapping up the irrigation line so that it stays into one piece, and then I have these they're like Tyvek bags. I'm just like you would see the Baxters, but they're a square. So I'm just gonna be loading those up, and then my team can pull those up with that rope that I brought. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm freaking out with the amount of bees. All the irrigation line is running through all the bushes they're in, and yeah, I don't like bees. All right, so a lot of the majority of the, not even the majority, pretty much all the irrigation line has been picked up. These are the bags I was talking about, so we'll just hook all four corners and have them pull it up and load it up from there. So I'm in I'm in this little break room right here. Pretty sure this is where whoever was managing the grow, this is where they would sit. Got shade. Can't really ask for too much, but it is hot. And the bees, I'm telling you, man, the bees are not happy that I'm here. And I'm not happy that they're here. I've never been tested to see if I'm allergic to bees, but I know my dad is. And so it's this, yeah, especially when I'm alone. It's probably more in my head just because I'm alone. And let's say I am allergic, kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere with no help. So is what it is, I guess. I'm taking it nice and slow. I'm not trying to rush, not trying to like step through where they're eating. I haven't found a nest or anything, or a hive, excuse me, but they're just eating out of all the little plants here. So as I'm going through and I'm looking and kind of gathering what I'm removing, obviously all the trash we're removing. One of the things he said that needed to be removed was all the weed plants that they cut down, which obviously I didn't see any. I don't see any, but as I'm going through, I'm looking at all this here, all this dried up stuff, and I'm pretty sure that's what they needed, or that's one of the things they needed removed in addition to all the trash. So I'm pretty sure we're just going to end up taking these just to be safe. I don't want him to get in any more trouble with the county because this was left behind. These little wire pots or whatever, I don't know what the heck you want to call them. I thought they'd be easy to pull out. They're not. They're down about a foot into the ground, so I'm gonna have to pull them out through the dirt, and you're pulling the dirt with it. So I have to get back up to service and pull up the document that the county sent him. I need to see if that dirt can stay in its place, or if that dirt has to come out with it. I'm gonna say 80% positive the dirt's gonna have to go with it, which if that's the case, that makes this a lot more complicated. But it is what it is. Still got to get it done. So I'm just taking a little break. I forgot my water at the van. I did bring a Celsius with me, so it's basically the same thing. Same thing. So I can't get these out by hand, and I have no tools with me because I don't have my truck. So I'll have to wait till the guys get here to dig some of these out. I did find another irrigation line back there that I can't pull out. So I'm assuming that's where the water was actually coming in from. So once the guys get here, then I'll crawl back there, but I'm not gonna do that till I have more people here. For now, I'm just gonna work on cleaning up all the, there's a bunch of, I don't know, like mesh pots. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, those guys. Get those cleaned up, or at least stacked up in the corner over there, and yeah. All right, so the ones made out of this material, I can pull out. The ones made out of the other material, not even close. So, I mean, it's something better than nothing, I guess, for now. All right, so I can't get these out by hand. Like I was saying, I need a shovel. Hopefully the guys are here soon. Man, I'm out of breath. So I just went through like the 3/4 that way, or 3/4 of the area that way, and pulled out all these. These I was able to rip out. Those weren't too bad, but I can actually get my fingers between the chicken wire, so gave me some grip. The other ones I can't. So I made 3 piles. My plan originally was to just keep loading up these white bags, about 3 of them, but it's gonna be too heavy to pull that up. This little ledge here, this is probably, I'm 6'4". This is probably 20 feet from here to that next level. I don't know if you could tell how tall it is from the angle, but what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna grab these and chuck them over. But first, I need to go get some water. It's hot, I'm out of breath. Water sounds good. All right, I came back to the van. I needed to cool down a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how hot it is, but I know it is hot. And so I just needed to cool down. I walked up the road a little bit, got a bar signal, called my wife just to try to get an update on everything. And the guys are nowhere near coming to help me out. Their first appointment was a full load. That was planned and expected. Second appointment was a full load. That was not planned and expected. So plus they have another appointment to do. And then there's a couple hour break and then there's another appointment. So realistically, they're not gonna be able to come help me for long, if they're able to come help me at all. Today money is more important than tomorrow money. I've always said that. So what that means is people that are paying us today is more important than the person that's gonna pay us in 2 weeks or in 30 days. So it is what it is. I'll get it done. I have nothing else planned or scheduled for today. When I talked to my wife, asked her to read through the document again real quick. It doesn't say that we need to remove the dirt, but typically in these situations you would, because it's contaminated soil with all the stuff that they use to grow. So I'm gonna take it out just to be safe. All right, so the plan is to take, oh, there's one, I forgot. Is to take these baskets. I have a pile there, here, and there. There's still some I can't get out. But to take these and just chunk them up. I got a face shield on. Obviously, I'm guessing you saw how much dirt came off of that, but they're heavy. I mean, they're depending anywhere from 5 to 10, 15 pounds a piece. So filling one of these up in one of those things really won't be beneficial. So I'm just gonna chunk them up, and then from there, either throw them in a bag and pull them to the road, or do one more chunk and get them to the side of the road. So it should be fun. If there was an Olympic game for wire weed pot tossing, I would for sure at least take silver. Not bronze for sure. Definitely at least silver. Oh, maybe that would get me bronze, I guess. So far, all the wire mesh pots for the pot that I can pull out have been pulled out, which is a good amount. It's you know, the ones I can't get out are just this little, I would say maybe 25% of the area we're cleaning out. The other 75% I was able to pull them out. I got them out and then I chunked them up to the top of the hill. They're filled with a bunch of dirt. I have all 3 white bags filled up right now. The first one is tied up to the rope. I'm gonna climb up right now and probably move those wire mesh bags closer to the road, and then come and pull up the first white bag, come down for the rest, and then I have one more white bag to fill up, and the majority of the actual trash itself is out. I filled up 3 of the black 55-gallon trash bags with just all the miscellaneous trash that was around here. Everything is pretty much centralized there. The things that will be left to do is obviously get rid of the trash itself, come down with a shovel just to break loose these metal wire mesh pots, I guess, and then go through and pick up or rake up all the dead weed plants, which that's going to be pretty tedious. The biggest struggle right now is that it is hot as hell. I have drinking almost an entire gallon of water. Probably got 2 good sits out of this, or 2 more small little breaks. I'll kill that, and then once that water's done, I'm gonna take off, get some food, get another gallon of water. I'm not gonna take the chance of getting heat stroke out here. It's pretty bad. I'm working a little bit, I'm coming sitting in the shade, working for a little bit, coming sitting in the shade, drinking water. it is what it is. I haven't reached back out to the team or my wife to kind of get an update from them. Once I get to the top, I'll walk again and get some service and try to get an update from them. But it is what it is. All right, it's lunchtime. I'm out of water. Out of water, out of breath. Hot. Here's what I've drug up so far. I just talked to the guys, and they'll be busy for another couple hours, so I'll get some help at some point. We'll see when. Not too worried about it though. We'll make it happen. Well, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is a fire. California suffers from so many fires, especially during the summer, and that is the direction we're going. I took off, had lunch, took a quick little 30-minute well, let's call it what it is, a little nap. Got some water and Gatorade, and I'm heading back now, but that is in the direction that I'm supposed to be going back to work, so we'll see what happens. All right, that thing is growing very, very fast. Step one is to figure out if it's close or relatively close to where I'm working. So is it on this side, to my left, or is it to my right? I am working towards the right side of the road. If it is on the right side, I probably will pack up and let the client know. Obviously, act of God, can't get this finished up today. Safety is number one priority. If it's on the left side, I'll keep going, try to get as much of it done, if not all of it done. The guys are still out working. It's like 3-something right now, and I think I might be all right, man. It looks like it's going to be on the left side, but this thing is growing super fast out here. Look at the videos I posted towards the beginning of this video. It's just all dry brush. It's all dry tinder. It's hot. It's 103. Perfect tinder. All right, I believe we are good. So maybe the fire's straight over that ridge there. I am working on this side over here. There's quite a bit of ground between me, where I'm working, and where the fire's. So I'm gonna get back to work. All right, I believe we're good. I'm gonna get to work. There's a lot of ground between me and where the actual fire is. Fire's northeast of us. I'm not sure if you can see the smoke in the clouds back there, but it's not really windy. The little bit of wind is pushing more east versus this direction where we're going. So fire's northeast, wind's blowing a little bit east. I'm going to continue to get back to work here. I feel safe and confident that I won't have any issues. It is 4:04 right now. The team will get here eventually. I'm making a pile for them, but I'm going to get back down there and get this thing knocked out here as quickly as I can. The cavalry just got here. Oh, just in time. What's up? How's your day going? I know. Roger's there right now, so I'm good. I got some down here. Yeah. Wow. The truth is I don't do blue. I'm too old. I just do like original flavors. Lemon, lime, and red. I don't do any blue. I'm weird. All right, so let's do this. Phil, start loading the truck. See the pile over there? Don't throw away the white bags. These bags. Isaiah, you can pull this one up and then go take it to him, unload it, and then bring it back, and then I'll hook up the next one, and then we'll just keep going like that. It's been a fun day. I was driving back out here, and I'm like, that fire is about to stop me. Yeah, well, we're good. Just a little bit. I'm almost done, honestly. So the hardest part is what was up there, or what is up there, and then yeah, it's heavy-ish. It's easier if you just walk back with it. Yeah.
I mean, it had to get run through here somehow, you know?
Right.
Yeah, it's about as far as I can get.
Oh, see, good. I would say, please don't tell me there's another farm over there. We are done and out of there. The guys got there just in time. Gave me that second wind I needed. Got everything loaded up, and we're done. There's a little progress of the fire. Starting to blow this way now. Wind shifted, or winds picked up and shifted a little bit. So good thing we finished up. It's not too far away from us, but I needed to get that job done, and I'm glad it held as long as it did. My hair's a mess. That job kicked my ass. Hot, but we made it happen one way or another. Regardless of the challenges, the issues, you always got to persevere and push through and find a way and make it happen. Make it happen, man. On a side note, on a negative note, I got a text message that came in while I was up at the top, and it was from my wife saying the mechanic looked at the truck and it's not good. Call me. So I need to call her. And unfortunately I won't have service for a little bit, so I gotta sit with that for a little bit and figure out what the heck we're gonna do, because I talked to the dealer earlier that has my other Ram, and it's been there for like 12 days, and you know, they said they would look at it 3 to 5 business days, well past that 3 to 5 business days, and they said, oh well, since you're so close to your warranty, we're taking extra time to go through everything. I'm like, well, did the tech say there was anything wrong yet? No, they haven't updated us on anything. They're just taking their time going through everything. I don't believe it. So I am really stuck in an issue now. Or now I have an issue. 2 trucks down, only 1 truck left. The Isuzu needs to go in for service as well. It needs its 100,000 mile service and an oil change. So I'm gonna most likely end up having to fork out and pay for a rental, because they don't cover a rental on a 2500. Which is stupid, but it is what it is, I guess. So I am, I don't know. Have a good evening, everybody.